In the world of elite equestrian sport, where precision meets power and grace collides with raw athleticism, there exists a realm where horses are not merely animals, they are living investments, sporting legends, and the embodiment of generations of careful breeding and training. These are not your average horses. These are champions whose hooves have touched the sand of Olympic arenas, whose hearts have carried riders to World Cup victories, and whose bloodlines command respect across continents. Today we enter the rarefied air of show jumping's most valuable equines, horses worth more than luxury estates, more than supercars. Every $1 million price tag tells a story of triumph, heartbreak, dedication, and the relentless pursuit of perfection. These are the 10 most expensive show jumping horses in the world, and each one has earned their place in history. Number 10. Nino des Buissonnets. Our journey begins with a horse that redefined what European breeding could achieve in the modern era. Nino des Buissonnets, valued at approximately $15 million, represents the perfect marriage of French bloodlines and contemporary show-jumping demands. This bay stallion didn't just compete, he dominated the most challenging courses Europe had to offer during his competitive prime. What makes Nino des Buissonnets extraordinary isn't simply his competitive record, though that alone would secure his legacy. It's his ability to pass on his remarkable qualities to his offspring. In the breeding shed, he has become nothing short of a phenomenon. His progeny consistently demonstrate the same careful technique, the same powerful hindquarters, and the same mental fortitude that made him a champion. Number 9. Big Star. Sometimes a horse comes along that changes the trajectory of a rider's entire career. Big Star, valued at approximately $16 million, was that horse for British Olympic champion Nick Skelton. Together they formed a partnership that would ultimately culminate in Olympic gold at the Rio Games in 2016, when Skelton was 58 years old, a moment that brought tears to the eyes of even the most hardened equestrian professionals. Big Star's story is one of patience and perfect timing. He wasn't an overnight sensation. His development was methodical, his training carefully paced to ensure longevity in a sport where careers can be devastatingly short. By the time he reached his competitive peak, Big Star had become virtually unbeatable. His scopy jump, the ability to clear enormous heights with power to spare, combined with an almost preternatural understanding of what his rider asked, made him a force on the international circuit. Number 8. Hello Sanctos. The Belgian warmblood Hello Sanctos, valued at approximately $18 million, represents the pinnacle of modern sport horse breeding. Under the expert guidance of Scott Brash, this stunning bay gelding achieved what only 2 other horses in history have accomplished, the Rolex Grand Slam of show jumping, winning 3 consecutive major championships in a single season. Hello Sanctos didn't merely win, he made difficult courses look effortless. His jumping style is what experts call efficient. No wasted energy, no dramatic flourishes, just pure calculated athleticism. Watch footage of him clearing a massive oxer, and you see a horse that understands geometry instinctively. His takeoff points are precise, his trajectory optimal, his landing balanced and ready for the next fence. Number 7. Palloubet de Long. When discussing influential sires in modern show jumping, Palloubet de Long's name emerges at the top of every serious breeder's list. Valued at approximately $20 million, this French-bred stallion has become one of the most sought-after breeding horses in the world, with his stud fee reflecting his extraordinary impact on the sport. Palloubet de Long's competitive career was respectable, but his true genius revealed itself in his offspring. His sons and daughters compete at the highest levels across the globe, from Aachen to Calgary, from Geneva to Wellington. They inherit his scopy jump, his excellent conformation, and crucially, his sound constitution. In a sport plagued by soundness issues, Palloubet de Long's offspring demonstrate remarkable durability. The economics of elite breeding are fascinating. When a stallion like Palloubet de Long consistently produces international-level competitors, his value multiplies exponentially. Mar owners pay premium stud fees, hoping to produce the next champion. Embryos from his breeding fetch staggering sums at auction. His genetic legacy has become an industry unto itself, generating millions annually and influencing the direction of sport horse breeding worldwide. Number 6. Hickstead. Some horses transcend sport and become cultural icons. Hickstead, valued at approximately $22 million during his competitive peak, was such a horse. The partnership between Hickstead and Canadian rider Eric Lamaze was the stuff of legend. A rider who had overcome personal demons and a horse with an enormous jump and an even bigger personality. Hickstead's jumping technique was unconventional. Where other horses sought efficiency, Hickstead used raw power. His enormous scope meant he could clear fences that other horses would refuse. But power alone doesn't win championships. Hickstead also possessed incredible adjustability. In jump-offs, when speed becomes essential and turns must be tight, Hickstead could compress his stride and explode over fences from seemingly impossible distances. Number 5. Lundum. When a horse helps secure Olympic gold, their value skyrockets. London, valued at approximately $24 million, was an integral part of the British Olympic team that won gold at the 2012 London Games, a home Olympics victory that captured the imagination of an entire nation. Ridden by Ben Maher, London demonstrated the qualities that define truly elite showjumpers: consistency under pressure, exceptional carefulness over fences, and the mental toughness to perform in the most demanding situations. London wasn't the flashiest horse, but in showjumping, flashy often means unpredictable. London was the opposite: utterly dependable, clear round after clear round when it mattered most. What makes London's story particularly compelling is his journey. He wasn't always destined for Olympic glory. His development was gradual, his partnership with Maher built over years of patient work. This is the reality of elite showjumping. Overnight success is a myth. Championships are won through thousands of hours of training, through understanding built over years, through trust forged in the crucible of competition. London embodies this truth. Number 4. Calvaro V. German breeding has long been synonymous with excellence in equestrian sport, and Calvaro V, valued at approximately $26 million, represents the apex of German sport horse genetics. This Holsteiner stallion has influenced showjumping breeding programs worldwide, with his offspring competing successfully across multiple continents. Calvaro V's impact is measured not in his own competitive achievements, though those were considerable, but in his genetic legacy. His offspring demonstrate remarkable consistency in type. They share his powerful hindquarters, his careful technique, and his mental reliability. In breeding, consistency is everything. A stallion that produces champions regularly is worth exponentially more than one who produces them sporadically. The business of breeding at this level is complex and fascinating. When Calvaro V's semen is collected, it's frozen and shipped worldwide. A single breeding can cost tens of thousands of dollars, yet mare owners queue for the opportunity. Why? Because the potential return on investment is staggering. A single foal that reaches international competition level can be worth millions. Calvaro V's proven track record makes him a relatively safe bet in an inherently risky business. When an animal achieves this level of cultural impact, their value transcends traditional metrics. The controversy surrounding Totilas' sale and subsequent career demonstrates the complex emotions involved in elite equestrian sport. The transfer of such horses involves not just financial transactions but emotional upheaval. Totilas' story reminds us that behind every price tag is a partnership. Number 2. Hickstead, alternate valuation, Explosion W. In the rarefied atmosphere of the most expensive show-jumping horses, valuations become increasingly difficult to verify. Explosion W, a Dutch warm-blood gelding valued at approximately $35 million, represents the extreme upper end of sport horse valuation. Ridden by Peter Fredriksson, Explosion W achieved consistent success at championships including Olympic medals. What makes Explosion W particularly valuable is his sustained excellence. In showjumping, many horses have brief periods of brilliance before injury or decline. Explosion W maintained championship-level performance across multiple seasons, demonstrating remarkable soundness and consistency. This longevity is incredibly valuable. It represents reliability and durability that owners and riders desperately seek. Explosion W also demonstrates the global nature of elite showjumping. Swedish rider, Dutch-bred horse, competing internationally, modern showjumping transcends national boundaries. The best horses and riders find each other regardless of geography, and the market for elite horses is truly global, with buyers from North America, Europe, the Middle East, and Asia competing for the top animals. Number 1. Totilas, alternate context, Palloubet de long breeding value. At the absolute pinnacle of equine valuation, we must consider lifetime value rather than just sale price. When we calculate stud fees over decades, offspring sales, and competitive earnings, horses like Palloubet de long represent investments worth well over $40 million across their lifetime. This is the ultimate expression of value in equestrian sport, a horse that not only achieves competitive success, but becomes a foundation sire, influencing breeding programs for generations. Every foal carries the potential for greatness, embryo transfers, and the value of successful offspring at auction, and you begin to understand why these horses represent investments that rival tech startups or real estate portfolios. If you've enjoyed this journey through the world of elite showjumping, please subscribe to our channel. We bring you more stories of excellence, luxury, and the extraordinary achievements that push the boundaries of what's possible. Hit that notification bell and join us as we explore the fascinating intersection of sport,